What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our second deck profile for the EX6 format of the Digimon TCG, and it's not even an EX6 deck, but it's one that I told you guys I was really interested in playing. This is our blue Imperialdramon deck. Switched over from the Magnamon deck. Had a lot of fun with that, but decided I really wanted to try out the new Imperialmon from BT16, and it's really good into the format. In fact, I think it just won the core TCG regionals that I was just in this last week, so it's still really meta relevant. So we're going to go through and tell you our choices and how we would play this deck, and let us know if you have anything you want to say about it. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. Alright, let's get into it. I'll start off with our eggs as always. We have 2 Demi-Mares from BT16 and 3 from BT12, and they have the different inheritables. The BT16 one gives you all turns plus 1000 if you have 2 or more colors, which on your level 5s and higher, that's going to be the case. And then the Demi-Maramon from BT12, if you have a green Digimon in play, draw 1 when attacking. And that's going to always go off again because you're probably not attacking with anything level 5 lower than level 5, and everything above that is dual colored green. Anyways, but yeah, so I do think it is important to have both. I do want to see that power boost, but I think I was going to play 3 of this, but I decided to go 3 of this because I think the draw power is more important early game, so you want to see it early game, and then this is more important later on once you have all your pieces and stuff like that. So yeah, that was why I decided to go with that. Getting right into the rookies here. We're starting with 4 of the promo Vmon. And he is your turn once per turn. When a Digimon would digivolve into a card, when this Digimon would digivolve into a card with free in its trait, if you have a tamer, reduce the dissolution cost by 1, so it makes all your level 4s cheaper. And then when attacking, inheritable, if this Digimon has 2 or more colors, again, level 5 or higher, so you're all going to be 2 color, draw 1. And it's not once per turn, so it's really cool. We have the Vmon from BT12, and I do have the Gen Con promos coming, which is reveal top 3, add 1 card with Imperialdramon or free in its traits, and 1 card with Davis among them to your hand, so you get 2 pieces potentially. Place the rest on the bottom of the deck. And then inheritable, end of turn, you may DNA Digivolve with another Digimon on your field. And then we play for the Wormmon from BT12. It has pretty much the same searcher ability, except for it adds a Ken instead of a Davis. So reveal top 3. And it has the same inheritable to DNA Digivolve. So you generally want to see one of these guys in your stack. And then we play 1 Wormmon from BT16. He's got a cool ability. Digivolves from a Minimon for 0. He also has a red-blue cost. So you can Digivolve from a red and a blue for 1. On play 3, and then start of main on play. If it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 4 card with Insectoid or free in its traits in the trash, with the Digivolution card reduced by 1. So that's really good. So it gets you stuff from your trash. And then so in case you're missing a level 4 in your hand. And then when attacking, inheritable, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. So that's kind of cool. So he's a good 1 tech and gets you another Wormmon name. So you kind of balance out your rookies. That's it for our rookies. So 13 rookies. And I think this is a perfect number. Lots of rookies. Lots of champions. We're playing 1 XV from EX1, which has the inheritable jamming and jamming when he's on the field. You generally don't want to attack because of security bombs with him on your turn. You can try, but you want that inheritable jamming, and that's why we play at least 1 of him. I was thinking 2, but I just don't have the room how I want to play the deck, so I'm just playing him, and then the 4 BT12s, which also has the inheritable jamming as long as it's Imperialdramon or has the free trait. And then your turn, when this Digimon would DNA Digivolve into a green Digimon card, gain 1 memory. So helps you do that end of turn DNA Digivolve without passing turn, which is really good. We play 3 of the Stingmon from BT12, which has inheritable piercing if you're Imperialdramon or have free in your traits, and then it has the same if you're DNA Digivolving, reduce the cost by 1. So really good. They both did Digivolve on green and blue for 2. He's a 4. They're mostly 4 cost to drop, other than the XV, the old XV. And then we have the Stingmon from the Stingmon from ST9. I'd love to play 3 of this as well, but again, room is so tight. So potentially you could, if you cut anything in this deck, you could potentially put in another one of these or another one of these. I would definitely put the Stingmon in because if you play this card from your hand, if you have a blue Digimon in play, you can reduce the cost by 1, so it becomes a 3 cost, which is pretty good. And then it has a inheritable, not once per turn, if you have a blue Digimon in play, draw 1. So really good. Then we play 2 Lydramons because it counts as a green or a blue Digimon. It has Armor Purge, Digivolves on a Vmon for 2, and it can suspend one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, which can be really good. So 2 Lydramon as the last target there. So that's really good. So that's our 12 level 4s. Again, pretty good level 4 count. So you should see that most of the time. Start off our level 5s. We're playing 2 Imperialdramon from ST9, which DNA Digivolves for free with a blue and a green, level 4s. And then when Digivolving, when DNA Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less to the bottom of the owner's deck, which is really good. Returning stuff to the bottom of the deck is really good. And then when attacking once per turn, unsuspend this Digimon so it can potentially get 2 swings in. It's a 4 to Digivolve into without the DNA Digivolve, which is a lot. We play 1 Dino B. I was thinking you could play 3 of this guy. That would be just as good. It would be very, very good. But I think Dino B is really good this format, especially against decks like, you know, not Dark Masters, 7 Demon Lords, where you really want to attack over their monsters. So when Digivolving, if DNA, again, and you can DNA Digivolve with a green or a blue, if DNA Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and this Digimon gets 3,000 EP for the turn, then this Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. You don't have to, but you can suspend the thing and get 3,000. Even then, you could potentially get over a Demon Lord, because if you have this guy too, you'll be at 12,000, so you can get over some of the Demon Lords, and you can suspend them. So that's really good. And then inheritable, when one of your Digimon with Imperialdramon its name or free trait deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle, trash the top card of the opponent's security stack. That's really good because it gets around security bombs. I think one of that is warranted in this format. And then, of course, we play the new Imperialdramon 4 copies, and I do have the other alts on their way. I got all the other alts for this deck on the way. So DNA Digivolve, again, blue and a green. It's got Partition, which is a new keyword, and it's also got Inheritable Partition, is when this Digimon with each of the specified Digivolution cards would leave the battle area other than by your effect or a battle. You may play one of each specified card without playing the cost. So that's really good because you get your level 4s back and you can DNA Digivolve right away on your next turn unless your opponent clears the board. And then when Digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards. Unless you're going up against a DNA deck, you're probably going to have more. And then of course you can use another card to strip them. We'll get to that later. So if it has, as long as it has more Digivolution cards, you can suspend them. And then if DNA Digivolving, none of their Digimon can unsuspend the next turn. So it really blocks them from doing stuff. And then when attacking once per turn, suspend one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If this effect didn't unsuspend this Digimon, so it lets you get 2 attacks. So just like this guy can unsuspend, because most of the time you're suspending the whole board, and then you just do what you need to do. So that's it for our level 8s. 7 is a good number in this deck, I find. Onto our level 6s, Imperialdramon Dragonmon from BT16, Digivolves from Imperialdramon for a cost of 3. So you will have to pay, or Dynabemon as well, sorry. So you don't have to pay more for any of your guys. And then when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can unsuspend can't unsuspend until the end of the turn. Then by suspending one of their Digimon or Tamers, you can unsuspend this one of your Digimon, so you can any of your Digimon, but most of the time you're probably going to unsuspend the Imperialdramon. And then when an effect plays or digivolves an opponent's Digimon, if you have a Tamer, this Digimon may digivolve into Imperialdramon fighter mode in the hand without paying the cost. So really good, because it helps you get into it without having to wait for that battle phase, because you're going to be playing the Imperialdramon Ace. I wish I could get alts of this, but they're too darn expensive. And then we play 2 of the OG ST9 Imperialdramon. When digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 blue Digimon card and or 1 level 4 lower green Digimon card from this Digimon's dissolution cards without paying the memory cost. It does ruin your partition, but it potentially gets you another DNA, especially if you're not passing turn with this. It is 4 cost to digivolve on, so it can be super costly. But depending on where you are in your turn, like if you have your level 4 stacks and you don't need, and you just DNA for free, you can potentially gain enough memory to go into this guy and then potentially DNA again, drawing more cards, getting more swings, which can be really good. So it helps you gas up. So I think 2 and 2 is good. The other thing too is if you don't have the partition guy, he's really good with the old one because he puts more monsters on the board, which can be really good. And then we play 3 of the Imperialdramon Ace, fighter mode Ace. So he digivolves from a dragon mode for cost 2, 5 on a level 5, which is expensive. He can blast digivolve, and then on play when digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with as many or fewer Digillusion cards as this Digimon to the bottom of the deck. End of attack. It's play cost 8, so it's pretty good. End of attack. Once per turn, unsuspend this Digimon. If Imperialdramon Dragon Mode is in this Digimon's Digillusion cards, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So really good. Then we have 1 Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. Digivolves 2 from Dragon Mode again. This is the BT12 one. I do like him because I think people said, oh, he's just a blocker, but he does have security attack, and his ability is really good. It's when digivolving, suspend all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards, and return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand. By returning Imperialdramon Dragon Mode from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the owner's hand, place all of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's deck instead. So you can send everything to the bottom of the deck, which is actually really good. Returning things to the hand right now is not as good. So you can, and it gets the Imperialdramon back to your hand, the Dragon Mode, so that's actually really good. And then all turns, this Digimon gets 1,000 DP for each of its colors in its Digillusion, while it has 2 or more. Sorry, it's hard to read this stuff because it's so bloody small. While it has 2 or more colors in its Digillusion card, it gains security +1 and blocker, which you're always going to have 2. So, I mean, you're always going to have that. So, blocker's pretty good, and he's always going to be 1,500. So, that's big. I feel like one of him is warranted regardless. So I do like to play 1. If you don't think that this guy's, you could cut it for like that extra XP or that extra Stingmon. So I do like that. So that is our mega lineup. Tamers, 2 Davis Monomiya. I was playing 1. I was like, you want to see it because you want it. Honestly, it's nice to get your memory tamer off, and it's nice to search and get 2 hits, which is really easy in this deck to get 2 hits. And then, of course, 4 of the new Davis and Ken, which start your main phase if you have Vmon or Wormmon. You may play Vmon or Wormmon from your hand without paying the cost at the end of the next turn. Opponent's turn, return it to the hand, which is easy to get around, or just not if you want to keep using an ability like the Wormmon Digivolve from Trash. When one of your Digimon digivolves into a blue or green Digimon by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory, and then if DNA Digivolving trash as many Digivolution cards, trash any 3 Digivolution cards under that opponent's Digimon. So this is how you like get your stack real small so you can use your Imperialdramon effect. So really good source stripping because you do not a lot of DNA Digidrawing in this deck. That's it for the Tamers. Then we have 1 Giga Death. I like Giga Death better than Mega Death right now because it puts something on the bottom of your deck. So it's suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then place up to 10 of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their owner's decks in any order. So really good. And then its security ability, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon and then return 1 of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So just as good in security. We're playing 2 Hammer Spark because Hammer Spark is broke and gaining extra memory is good. Plus it can save you in security with that gain 2 memory. And then of course 1 hidden potential discovered. And this is why the ST9 guy is good because he can play out another Digimon, letting you go into letting you suspend it and then go into like say a fighter mode for free. And then you can also what you can do is if you have the Digimon that you summoned off of the Davis Ken still on the board and it wasn't part of your stacks, you could hidden potential that to go into the 4-cost Imperialdramon Dragon mode for free and then just extend those plays even further. So it's really good options with HPD, so you got to play HPD. That is the deck, guys. It's such a fun deck and it's super fast. And I mean, I really enjoyed playing Demon Lords in the last tournament, but it's a very slow deck and and really like has to work towards its plays. And so I might play this at the next Ultimate Cup this week because I do want a fast deck. I want something that's not going to take all 50 minutes to get through maybe like 1 or 2 games. So this is a really good choice. Tell me what you guys think of it. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.